We now have confirmation of Johnny Somali's second deepfake. We know exactly what this deepfake is, the one that's going to be brought to trial. And because of who it is, Johnny may be absolutely cooked. Of course, I am Andrew Esquire, American attorney living over here in Asia, and this is a legal mindset where we teach you to be your own judge. Of course, this is our continuing coverage of the Ramzi Khalid Ismail Johnny Somali case, and we are on this from start to finish. Of course, this is a fast facts version, so it's a condensed version of what is normally a stream, although this one I have not streamed on, so it's completely unique and completely kind of original as a fast facts version. So if you like this, let me know in the comments below. I do appreciate your comments on and support of the fast facts if you like them. I still do both streaming and this, so let me know what you like best. But let's get right into it. So Somali's second deepfake. Of course, we have the PowerPoint. Why is this important? It's important because one deepfake alone gets him anywhere between 6 months and 7 years behind bars. We went over the updated sentencing. So just one conviction. He has 2 deepfake charges. And so far, thus far, all of his defense, all of his eggs are in this basket focused on the female victim, Bong Bong, and trying to harass her, trying to hurt her, trying to bully her. And that hasn't worked. Bong Bong is still working out. She's still fine. I'm in contact with her. There's every reason to believe she's going to show up in August. She's going to be there. So it's very important to know that they have been focusing everything on her and ignoring this second deepfake. And even one of these deepfakes, either one, can get him 6 months at a minimum to up to 7 years, which is on the aggravated end. And once again, as we talked about in our sentencing guideline, Johnny Somali has all of the factors that would lead to an aggravated sentence. So we do believe that my prediction is, if he gets convicted even on one deepfake, 2 years, 3 months into 7 years, somewhere in this range is realistic in terms of time for Johnny Somali in a Korean jail. Now, what is the deepfake? Who is it? Well, the deepfake is of Youngman, and it's actually the Korean streamer Youngman, who I interviewed months ago. Now, there were some reasons why I didn't air that interview. Number one, I filmed it on my phone. It's not in a great quality because my computer died and my normal equipment died, so it's not of the best particular quality. But I did have some video of that, which I posted just now on my X, which we're going to watch later, just a little snippet. That's one reason why I didn't do it. Also, Youngman got in some trouble because in addition to covering Johnny Somali, he was also very politically active. And he actually threw a brick through the courthouse window of the courthouse where ironically Johnny Somali is on trial. So ironically, he threw a brick through Johnny Somali's courthouse window. Obviously, he got in some trouble for that. It was a very controversial moment, and because of that happening at the time, I chose not to air that footage. However, months later, this becomes completely relevant, and taking that portion of the interview as it relates to the deepfake is very relevant because it shows his commitment to not drop this, which we're going to get to at the end of this. I'm going to show you the raw footage. But actually, this photo, it's actually Youngman and Hank naked, both of them. And of course, I've censored it here. And they are kissing and rubbing their bodies together, their naked bodies together. This is very graphic. Johnny did not just display this, he showed it to people for money, right? Once again, he used it in his commercial enterprise, his job, his streaming business. And that makes it particularly bad under Korean law. This is, of course, sexual. This is extremely sexual. They're both naked, rubbing their bodies together. It's implying that they're engaging in sexual activities and they're kissing. Yeah, this does not look good at all. But of course, Johnny and his people have not been taking it seriously, but he should, right? Even though he thinks in his mind, oh, we just have to worry about the female. It's only about females. They only care about females, period. That's not how the law works. The law does not differentiate between male and female. And just because that is a photo, or rather an AI-generated deepfake of Youngman and Hank, right, doesn't make it any different. It doesn't make it okay. And just because he might feel a different way about it than him personally and a woman, it's actually just as severe under the law. And just getting that conviction alone will get him a minimum of 6 months, whether or not he feels that's as bad as the female victim or not. So that's definitely something that is good to hear. Also, the only defense they have is they showed it too, or rather, Youngman showed it too, because Youngman did show this clip on his stream. He did go and pull this up and say, "Look what these guys did of me." That's not a defense under Korean law. Saying, "Hey, they showed it too," or "he showed it," or "another person showed it," does not remove the criminality of the action at all whatsoever. So therefore, they really don't have a defense for this because it's very clear they, in fact, are conceding that he showed it. So they've really got nothing that's an actual defense for this deepfake. It's really open and shut. So let's get to the actual interview. I want to give you guys a little bit of taste of Youngman and his dedication and how he filed this, and kind of tying this interview I had back with him months ago with what we found out recently and confirmed through the Somali conviction team. So let's check this out right here. This is my interview. Once again, sorry it's a little bit small here, but this is my interview with Youngman back a couple of months ago.
The biggest thing, number one thing, you still have a report, a goso, against Johnny Somali for deepfake, correct?
아직 조니 소말리한테 딥페이크 관련해서 고소건이 지금 진행 중이고 있는 건가요?
네, 며칠 전에도 이제 그 경찰서 가서 2차 조사, 피해 조사하고 왔습니다.
I went to the police station even a few days ago for deeper inspection and investigation.
Okay, so that's ongoing right now, and you just went to the police stations. This is like new news.
새로운 뉴스군요. 최근에 이제 경찰서 갔다 오셨고 이제 이 사건이 지금 진행 중인 거.
그렇죠.
And
so, by the way, this happened months ago. So just understand this was new news filmed months ago. And it just so happened that when I interviewed him, he had just filed this deepfake charge. So isn't it funny how it all comes around?
Also, I heard that they tried, Johnny and Johnny's attorney tried to settle with you for the deepfake. Is that correct?
딥페이크 관련해서 조니 소말리랑 그 측의 이제 변호사 측이 좀 합의를 요청했다고 하는데 혹시 사실인가요?
네, 이메일로 뭐 조니 소말리 뭐 지인이다, 원하는 조건에 맞춰주겠다 이렇게 이메일이 저한테 왔는데 그게 변호사인지 아니면 뭐 한국진인지 모르겠는데 하여튼 저한테 이메일이 왔더라고요. 네.
He's not sure if it's from Johnny Somali's attorney or his just friend in Korea.
Yeah,
he's got an email saying that I know Johnny Somali. If you tell us what you want, what's the deal? We'll try to match your price.
So it could be that he doesn't even have a lawyer. He's just trying to settle it with a friend.
It could have been, by the way, it could have been Hank for all we know, because Hank's been trying to lawyer this the entire time. So that could have very well been Hank emailing, who knows, but it could have been that private attorney. We haven't confirmed that exact email chain, but this was, an offer to settle. They actually tried to get him to back down even months ago. And that's because they knew these deepfake charges were serious. At least whoever was trying to contact them was trying to make this go away because they knew, oh crap, the police are taking this seriously. So very important note here, guys. Very important note that pretty much as soon as they filed that, they were trying to get him to drop it and get it to go away.
어쩌면 변호사가 있는 것도 아니고 진짜 그냥 친구 불러서 그렇게 했던 걸 수도 있는.
그렇죠. 진짜 친구일 수도 있었던 거고. 아무것도 예상할 수가 없어요.
But here's the most important thing. Are you going to settle with Johnny Somali?
합의할 생각이 있으신가요?
저는 뭐 1,000만 원이든 1억이든 10억이든 소말리에 대해서 합의해줄 생각도 없고 그냥 그대로 처벌을 받길 원합니다.
No matter how much they call, whether it's $1 million, $1 billion, I have no intention of settling with Somali. I want him to be punished as for what he's done.
제발 빵 가기를 경고하겠습니다.
I really want him to go to jail.
Hear that? Doesn't matter if it's $1 million, billion, won, USD, does not matter. Not settling, really wants him to go to jail.
We did clip that. So yeah, there you have it. That's from that unreleased interview. I guess I felt it in my bones a while ago that Johnny Somali would try to settle with people, would try to get them to not talk, to try to, hush them and get them out of the picture. Well, that hasn't worked. That's not going to work. And that's absolutely glorious news in this case, that we have folks, both Bong Bong and Youngman, who are dedicated to pursuing this against Johnny Somali and putting him away. And like Youngman said there, he really wants him to go to jail. And I could not share that sentiment more. If you share that sentiment, smash the like button, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you on the next.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?